You're live. Welcome back to the channel. And we're here. We're live. It's been a few days. Been a few days. It's been a few days. Sunday was the day, and today is what, Tuesday. So it wasn't that long ago. But we're here from a hotel room, folks. From a hotel room. So get the questions fired in. I've not looked at any news over the past couple of days. I've literally just seen that Leon King has apparently. He's apparently rejected some form of move or something, or it's fell apart. So I'll see if people get in. And tell me, can people confirm it? Come on. We know we want to. I'm boiling here. There's a fan over there. Come on. Come on. Let's get on. I'm absolutely melting. Just at the shower not too long ago, folks. Or the bath even. It was roasting. So, hold on. Rangers catch up. There we go. What day? It's Tuesday. Subscribers Union. Subscribers only mode. Let's get these fired. So Leon King to Wickham is apparently. What time is it? Oh, hold on, folks. 6:56. That's probably why. If people tune into Super Scoreboard over me, potentially, do I blame them? No, overly. Look at this bottle opener, by the way. Look at this. Well, wrong colour for a start, but you know what? There was only one in Poundland, so it had to be bought, folks. It had to be bought. New setup, no Blue Mac. I'm just in a hotel, so no new setup, and the lights are pretty shite. But you know what? It's all right. No need to fear. Got a 30-foot drop, 40-foot drop. But like I said at the start, I don't know any news, man. I'm just here shooting the breeze. No, it's in a galaxy far, far away. Let's just say that. It's in, if you guess it, I'll say it. There we go. That's a fun wee game to play. But we'll dive into a bit of news later on the corona, folks. So no bad. Don't mind corona. It's all right. Well, coronavirus not all right, but corona, no bad. But we'll have a look at the news then, shall we? I'm melting here. Absolutely melting. It says it's 18 degrees, but I could tell you it's far warmer than that. Breaking news. They're still. I mean, how can Sky Sports be claiming that it's breaking news about Diogo Jota? And it's breaking news that it's found out that he was the one driving. Like, what's breaking about it? It's crazy. Yeah, the news has kind of slowed down, to be honest. I'm having a wee look through Twitter here, but I thought I'd go live and give the people a wee stream while I've got a bit of time to do so. And actually, there is a bit of news. So, well, not that I'm reading here. Nah, no happening there. But Dunfermline on the 15th, I believe it's behind closed doors friendly. So I have to wait and see how that goes. But Neil Lennon, don't even know where the game's getting played behind closed doors. Probably the training ground, Auchenhigh. But I would have liked to have seen a few more friendlies. Definitely. I mean, I think I've seen something on Twitter to do Panathinaikos will have 5 before we've even played one. Well, no, we've played one, but it'll be 5-1 before we even played a second one. And yeah, the Dunfermline one's behind closed doors, but why not just play Dunfermline at Ibrox or East End Park? I think some of the decisions, man, are a wee bit. Matondo's getting surgery. I mean, what is there to say about Matondo, man? Guy's a hospital patient. Really, like, there is literally no two ways about it. It's going to be impossible getting rid of him. It's simply just going to be a case of hanging tight and wait until 2026 till he leaves, because who's going to want to take it? One of the worst signings you'll ever see, man. Hopefully, I'm just sick of signing shite. I know he was signed years ago. No, I mean, it's 3 years ago, but so much height and potential with Matondo when he first came in. And obviously, that is well and truly out the window. So, right, we'll guess here. Well, not guess, but we'll go on. We'll have a wee look at the gossip column, because that might have some information. Aston Villa set to fend off Everton interest in Scotland's McGinn. I can't see him doing that. He will run down his contract. No one realistically will leave when they're on a lot of money. I agree. He's not going to leave, folks. Football stadium alcohol ban to be lifted in pilot. Who's that? I seen that. Was it Ayr United? Yes. Ayr United said a maximum of 66 supporters would be allowed to have up to 5 pints of beer each at Somerset Park. Alcohol has been banned in Scottish football since 1981, and the Scottish Government previously said it had no plans to lift the ban. The South Ayrshire club have been granted an alcohol licence for 2 home Premier Sport Cup games against Arbroath on 19th of July and Forfar on the 22nd of July. We play Panathinaikos on the 22nd, so for a ticket costing 35 quid, they will be able to have up to 4 pints of beer before the match and a further pint during half time. Well, I'm confused. So, is that a special ticket? I mean, that to me is a mess. So, 35 quid to watch Ayr versus Arbroath. When I was at Montrose Motherwell last year, it was about, I think I paid 11 quid. I mean, I know beer's not cheap, but I don't know if that's all up to scratch. Right, we'll go to the gossip column, but alcohol, I can understand why people aren't exactly fast tracking a return for it, but at the end of the day, why should a few jobbers ruin it for everybody else? Right, so Wolves and Burkina Faso defender Nasser Dejiga, 22, has agreed to join Rangers. That's nothing we didn't already know. And then Salah, I did make a video, or I made it on Sunday, I believe, but I uploaded it yesterday. And then Salah has been told that he can leave. I disagree with that. I don't really understand, but he's been told he can leave. But Robin Proper is free to run the gauntlet, so to speak. But again, there's no confirmation with Robin Proper. He could end up going, couldn't he? Yes, Luke de Jong. So I don't understand why anyone would be turning their nose up at this guy. A lot of goals. I think it's like 186 goals in 338 appearances. Guy's scored 30 plus in a bunch of seasons for PSV. He's won a bunch of leagues for PSV. He's played for Barcelona. He's not slowing down all too much. I think Luke de Jong would be a fantastic movement, but for whatever reason, some people are not too happy about Luke de Jong. I'd rather Luke de Jong than Jamie Vardy. He's 4 years younger. Yes, Blue Mac. You'd take him over Vardy, slightly younger and much taller. Yeah, we say slightly younger. 4 years. 4 years when you're in your being 4 years younger than somebody in football is massive. It is. No, obviously, I mean, if you're signing a 17-year-old or a 21-year-old, I'm not going to sit here and but if you're 38 or you're 34, it's like there's not one single player on earth that was better at 38 than they were 34. I'd say that's damn near factual. But Leon King, that deal to Wycombe Wanderers is set to fall through. I've seen on Twitter not too long ago. So again, he literally started against what do you call them? Club Brugge, but Robin Proper's pish, man. I don't understand the persistence with this guy. Hopefully, he's not getting kept. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're sitting here in September talking about we couldn't get rid of him. He's pish. Yeah, and Salah likely to leave. Where are Clinton and Salah going to go? I mean, I'd rather him. I don't know where he's going to go though. Where is Clinton and Salah going to go? I guess it doesn't really matter, but I don't want us getting. It looks like you're the only one in the chat. If I turned on and only, it's not like it's only members only. It's subscribers only. Boy, everybody, if you're watching this stream, get fired into the chat, folks. Come on, can't be sitting round. Look, there's the Undertaker, guys. Come on, show the love for the dead man. The dead man. But yeah, as long as we get someone that pays 100% of Clinton and Sal's wage, I feel like for too long, even that's been we've loaned out players, man. I feel like we've been fucking jobbed out and we're ended up paying portions of wages. So you don't want to see. No, 24 viewers, folks. It's always a bad time, though, to go live when this is on. Because Clyde Super Scoreboard's on, and that's always going to be a problem. Absolutely going to be a problem. I can't even think of any. I mean, I can't even think of any football that's on. Is the Club World Cup still on, or is that over, man? I don't even know what's going on with that. So let's see. PSV head coach Peter Bosz has discussed the possibility of Luke de Jong joining Rangers with a veteran striker, but hopes to keep him. So he wants to keep him. I think if PSV and their manager want to keep Luke de Jong, then what chance do we have? Truly, no chance, because that's his team at the end of the day. 20 have put a deadline of this week to bring their former captain Robin Proper back from Rangers. Right, well, I mean, that's no, take him, guys. 20, come on, take him. Rangers 1872, here we go. Which striker would you want? De Jong, Vardy, De Torsman, or Miovski? Well, if I had to pick one at the four, I'll go through each option. I like Luke De Jong and Vardy, right? I think they'd be two great additions. I do. I'd rather De Jong though, but 34 and 38. De Torsman is young. Is he anywhere near as good as those two in their prime? Absolutely not, right? But he's a guy that can give us years and massive sell-on. De Torsman's, the other two can't do that. And as for Miovski, yeah, is he the weakest at the four? I think that's unfair to say because, again, like De Torsman, he's a lot younger than the other two, albeit a bit older than De Torsman, so he could give you a lot of years. And he knows the league, so that's the. I would go with De Torsman. I would pick De Torsman. That's who I would pick. But again, I understand why we might not be able to get De Torsman if his club wants like 6-7 million, and you've got the option of getting Vardy in for cheaper. But then I think all of them are going to cost a bit. Is Luke de Jong's contract's up? I don't know. Has he got like a year left or something on it? But there has to be truth in the rumours. De Jong's been floating about. Be interesting to see. I saw someone on Clyde Super Scoreboard say Rangers would be out of the league and cups by December, as well as Europe. Yeah, I seen that. I mean, we physically can't be out the Scottish Cup by December, so it'll be interesting if that happens. But I don't think it will happen, to be honest. Absolutely not. But most Rangers fans want De Torsman simply because of his nationality. That is true. A lot of people just see the fact he's Israeli and will go to that, but I think he's good. Nationality doesn't bother me if they're a good player. Get them in the door, man. You know what I mean? And he is a good player, and he's done it in Europe, and it's not like the Israeli league's not. It's not awful. They have some decent teams to them. Seen earlier, we are linked with a winger from Sheffield, Gazama. You think we should bring him in? Is that the guy that's linked for 10 million? If so, I'm not convinced. Craig, another Beal incoming, old players, high wages. Should you not be watching your own team, Craig? I forgot we're the biggest show in town. That's why you're here. I couldn't give a toss about where he comes from, but it would be very funny to see him score the winner at that shithole. Can only imagine the outrage. Aye, and probably death threats towards the guy, which would be very, sad to see. But it would happen. I think it would absolutely happen. But we'll have to wait and see regarding that transfer. Hopefully it would, but we're looking probably about 7-8 million, I think, for the Torsman. I mean, there is links of it 5 to 6, but it always tends to be a wee bit more. And he's young, and they're not going to want to get screwed in the transfer market, to be honest. Look, we're holding it for players, and other teams will be thinking the exact same. But the other guy, if Sheffield went, no, not Wednesday United, 10 million. But the guy from, Gazim is a new one, isn't it? But the guy that was at Palace but was on loan at Sheffield United, 10 million. We're not spending 10 million on a guy that's, for being honest, folks, no all that good. No all that good. But in terms of the Horseman, yeah, I think out the 4 guys that were mentioned there, he would be. But then I think all 4 of them would be good. All different reasons why you would want them. I mean, Fardy, 38, can only probably give you 1 or 2 years, if that. Luke de Jong, well, he might only be able to give you 2 or 3. We don't know how differently things are going to play out for him. Because he could age differently to Jamie Fardy. But again, de Jong's a guy that's not really ever relied on pace, so maybe that would suit him more. We ain't getting another winger, in my opinion. Asgard would be enough for Martin. Oh, the rumours were we're getting 3 more on top of Asgard, so we'll have to wait and see, folks. If Torsman scored at that shithole, they would probably try phoning the police again, like they did because of the acid water. I know that was desperate. I know. Come on, that was embarrassing. Hopefully we can bring him in. You can do it, folks. Be great. They probably would. I said they probably would. They definitely would try and phone the police, but there he is, your best. It's Sean. It's Sean Connery. He's in the chat. Sean Connery's in the chat. Sean Connery's in the chat. You're best. Mitchell, they would ring the police and accuse them of. Yeah, that's what they would. That's what they would do. Because it would be embarrassing. Tell you what, Blue Mike, I am absolutely flabbergasted that that comment's not been banned for YouTube. That's mental. So consider some of the stuff that they would flag, swear words. You know, the see you next Tuesday. I'm surprised that's not been dished out, but they would. They would. There's more chance of the Epstein list getting released than there is of Rangers winning the league. Yeah, well, Trump did promise the Epstein list getting released, didn't he? But I think that's it, Blue Matt. YouTube can delete it all they want. It's funny how they delete other certain jobbers' comments, but that one got comments don't get banned in stream. That's why streaming is the way to go. The obsession continues. There's only one guy with an obsession here, pal. But that's good. I thought they would have. But you're right, they mustn't. You're right, just like State. They mustn't get banned. What about Batista? What about Kevin Nash? Yeah? Kevin Nash losing the plot. He should learn not to care, but he's obsessed, man. He was commenting all the fids today, and his team's playing. I don't know what he'd do. If me and the Jambo Bear dropped off the face of this earth, I think that guy would. I don't know what he'd do with his life. It's his daily routine. Kevin Nash must wake up every day wishing he was black. Well, he says he's a quarter Indian, so he's got a lot of white guilt. Does Kevin Nash, pal? Kevin Nash, not good. Not good whatsoever for him. But, folks, we're going to leave it there. I'll give you a couple more minutes. Couple more minutes. I don't look at every video on this channel and follow football that comes out. Too busy, but when I do, I click. No, he is. Yo, make no mistake about it, right? I look. I get notifications, right? Can't check every comment because there's not enough time to do that, right? But make no mistake about it. He's there. He's there, man. He's there every time. Juicy Bear, channel legend. He's always getting stuck into him. It's kind of funny. Breaking news: Vardy spotted at Glasgow Airport. Who's reporting that? Let me see on Twitter here. It's absolutely roasting. Yeah. Jamie Vardy. He's having a party. Big Jamie Vardy. Hold on. Fluminense take on Chelsea tonight. Right, Jamie Vardy. He could be signing for Partick Thistle, Jamie Vardy. Hold on. Apparently Jamie Vardy's he's linked with a move to Man United. Man United have been offered the chance to sign the following three agents: Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jamie Vardy, and Callum Wilson. That's pretty crazy. Hold on, what's the latest? The latest must be that he's touched down. De Jong or Miovski? I'd take De Jong. I think there's more chance of De Jong firing us to a league title than Miovski, even though Miovski's all right. But any links for Jamie Vardy are just due to the fact that he's shite. All these United fans are saying. I mean, I understand why Man United wouldn't want Jamie Vardy, man. I do. But I mean, that's getting fired about. Don't let the Jambo Bear hear you say that. What the left back for Man United? Oh, it's the left back. Oh, it begins with an M. Malaysia or something? Malisa? I don't know. I'm butchering the guy's name, but that's it. I mean, CR7. Don't think we can offer Jamie Vardy though the CR7 deal where you're getting like 500 million a year though. Sadly not. Sorry, yeah, Malaysia? I don't know if that's how you spell it though, but I don't really know too much about him. But maybe he's not coming to us. I don't really care about that. But hopefully, Luke De Jong, guys, that could be the one. Jamie Vardy, though, if he's touched down, then we'll talk about it. Leon King, that deal collapsing. But yeah, that is where we're going to wrap it up because there's not an awful lot happening. Obviously, like we touched on it 50 minutes ago, the Dunfermline game, I think it's getting played on the 15th. That is next Tuesday. So, closed door. One of the final games before the Panathinaikos game. I'd like a wee bit more getting played. It's almost like when they announced the Middlesbrough game, they didn't realise that, oh, wait, this is in between the Champions League qualifiers and not before. To understand it. James Gunn making Superman woke, even though he got fired by Disney for being a nonce. Yeah, although most people that are woke are a bit noncy. That's what I would say to that. Islamic State, I would go down that route. Get De Jong and Torresman in. That's good business. That would be good business. Who they play? I knew they were playing, but I didn't know who they were playing. Never watched a Superman in my puff, folks. I have to admit that. Not for me, and especially not a James Gunn Superman. Him and Dave Bautista. I don't want to know what those two get on with, man. Don't want to know. Anyway, that's 25 minutes of my precious time, folks. That is it. Yeah, man. Pretty much hit the nail on the head there. Till next time. Peace.